Hello and welcome to my channel today. My name is Linda Moore of More Fun Stamping and Creating with Linda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Salisbury, Maryland, and today I want to show you 3 cards that I made using one piece of 6x6 designer series paper. The paper that I use is from the Full of Life designer series paper. It can be found on page 43 in the annual catalog. This paper has so much vibrancy, full of color. There's actually 15 coordinating colors that you can use with it. For my first card, I use Real Red for the card base, Melamumbo panel. I use the Spotlight of Nature dies to die cut the circle, and the sentiment is from the Simply Said stamp set, which I use Shaded Spruce. Now for the bling, I used the Opal assortment, the Opal Rounds assortment gems, and I colored them using my dark red Stampin' blends. Did you know that you could color them certain clear gems using your blends to get the colors that you need? For my second card, for the card base, I used Pumpkin Pie, and for the panel, I used Pumpkin Pie. Now, I took the word celebrate, which is from that Happy Little Things stamp set, used Pumpkin Pie ink, and just stamped it all through the card on the panel. I adhered the DSP, the designer series paper, onto a Daffodil Delight, and using my blending brushes, I adhered just a little bit, just to get a little bit darker. I used Daffodil Delight on the edges, and for the sentiment, it's from the Cutest Cow stamp set, and again I used the Spotlight of Nature dies to die cut the circle, and the bling is also from the Opal Rounds assortment. That's the color of Daffodil Delight. And for my third card, I used Blueberry Bushel for the card base. For the splotches, I used the of Art and Texture stamp set, and which is an online exclusive, which will not be featured in the catalog. For the sentiment is from the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set, which is also an online exclusive. And to punch it out, I used the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. Now today I'm going to demonstrate to you how I made this card. Let's get our supplies out. Excuse my inky fingers. If you not have inky fingers, you are not creating. Okay, for my card base this time, I'm using Blackberry Bliss, which is my favorite color. Use this, get the stamp set. Now, when you're using photopolymer stamps, you must use a foam pad because it doesn't have the cushion like the other stamps, the clear stamp sets have. The foam. Let's put our paper underneath. And what I'm going to be doing is called the stamping off technique, or the first and second generation. So basically, I'm going to ink up my stamp. Ooh, a little bit too much, a little too juicy. Stamp off and just stamp. Just randomly stamp all over my cardstock. Oops. Hope you can see this. Well, it's an opportunity. Never mistakes in card making, just great opportunities. A couple more. Let's see, right there. And right there. Let's see how this looks. Well, I could use a couple more. And right there. Yeah, I think that looks good. Close up so we won't get any more inky fingers. Okay, let's put this away. Let's grab our bone folder. Use your bone folder to get a good crisp. Now we're going to adhere our DSP to our basic white cardstock. I use liquid glue because I love how it gives you a few seconds or so to adjust, to line it up just right on your paper. All right, let's see if I can get this right on the first time. And there we go. And then we're going to adhere that to our card base. I like to turn it so I have the shorter side on my left. And just place it like, whoops, so. Okay, here it is. I already punched out, stamped and punched out the sentiment. Now I'm going to add a border around this punch. And what I did was I punched out another one in Petunia Pop. And what I'm going to do is, yes, I made a mistake. Always reverse it, right? Use the back side. What I'm going to do is add a little glue to the back side. And like I said, I love liquid glue. Gives you that top part. Add a little more glue there. Oops. There we go. Let's get this looking just right. And there you go. Now, we're going to add dimensionals to pop it up. I made a promise to myself that I would use up all my dimensionals and not start a new pack until they're all gone. So I'm just going to cut these just a little bit. I had a friend a long time ago that when she got to the rim, she threw them out, and I panicked. I'm like, no, you don't throw them away. You use that. So we're going to add dimensionals on the back. Pop them, take them off. All right, that's number 3 and number 4. There we go. And we're just going to place that right there. That's the front. Now for the inside, I'm using Petunia Pop again. You're hearing some basic white. Don't need a whole lot of glue, just a little bit of glue. Align that. There we go. Glue. There we go. Put that right there. And there's your card. What do you think? Which one of these cards, well, now we have 4. Which one of these cards do you like the most? Oh, gotta have bling. Must have bling. I store my bling or embellishments in the envelopes that the dies come in. If they come, the dies match a stamp set that I have, I put the dies with the stamp set, and I take the envelope and I use my labeler to identify, of course, what it is, and that's how I store them. And very easy way for me to store my embellishments or bling. These are the 2024, 2026 in color shimmer gems. Put one there. Come on now. There you go. And let's say one here. And there we go. Now, back to showing our cards. I do hope you like the cards that I've made for you, the card I made for you today. And I do hope I inspired you to take one sheet of DSP and create 2-3 cards with it. All directions will be on my blog in a couple of days. And I thank you for stopping by, and happy crafting.